Hey friends, Karen Basket, DIYer here. Thank you so much for stopping by for another fun tumbler tutorial with me. The tumbler that I have for you today is a beautiful Milky Way tumbler, specifically a Team Spirit tumbler. If you're new here, welcome. I drop tutorials every Sunday and Thursday at 6 a.m. So please be sure to ring that notification bell to get notified of those each and every Sunday and Thursday. I love interacting with you, so please leave me a comment below. Let me hear from you. And if you are a regular, well, thanks so much for coming back. Okay, so the tumbler that I have for you today, like I said, is a beautiful Milky Way. And this just happens to be a Team Spirit tumbler. So I use so many fun glitters and liquid micas and all to create this one, and I'm just really excited to show it to you. So just stay tuned, follow along, and I'll walk you through the steps and show you how I created this one. Alrighty, so I have a prepped and sanded 12-ounce wine tumbler. This is from MAKERFLO, and I'm going to be using blue gloss for the first time. I'm going to try to be generous because I would like to do my glitter layer all on the first try. Save a step. Hopefully I can get a good generous layer on here, get good coverage, and be able to do that. These just dry so stinking fast. You just don't have a lot of time to work with it. I mean, it's good that they dry fast, but if you're wanting to use it for your glitter application, it can be kind of a pain. Okay, gonna go for it. I'm just gonna take the lid off just so I can pour it really quickly. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh my word. It's called Neptune, and it is from Glitter Heart Co. I'm loving their glitters. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I waited so long to finally purchase from them. Look at that. That is beautiful. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So I'm going to allow this to dry for 4 hours so that paint is nice and dry. Then I'm going to dust off my excess glitter and grab my glitter glue from the Crystalac store and seal up all of my glitter. Once that's dry for an hour, I can then smush the glitter, which simply means rolling it in parchment paper, applying firm pressure. This just helps later on when you start applying Brite tone so that you don't have to use quite as many layers of Brite tone, but it just helps you achieve smoother layers faster. Here I had just finished applying a layer of Brite tone, and I just wanted you to see that. Right here, I had applied about 3 or 4 layers of Brite tone at this point, allowing 4 hours of dry time between each layer. Then I did a level sand on my glitter, and now then I'm just applying another layer of Brite tone. Within this layer, I'm also going to be applying some liquid micas. I'm using the silver metallic liquid mica from the Crystalac store as well. And I'm just putting a little bit in a medicine cup and adding a little bit of Brite tone. And this thins it out a little and will just help it flow on that fresh layer of Brite tone that I have on the tumbler. I've got a popsicle stick. I mixed it really well. And now then I'm just drizzling it on the tumbler at an angle. And you can just use your finger to do this, or the popsicle stick like I'm doing here. This just tends to be a little bit easier, I think, to get it on the tumbler anyways. Once I thought I had enough on there, I just grabbed a straw and started blowing those liquid micas around. Like I mentioned earlier, adding the liquid micas to a little mixture of Brite tone just helps it to flow a little bit easier. You can just blow on it, or you could even use your finger here to kind of smudge and smear them around, but I think the straw and blowing on it just helps to create more of a marbly Milky Way effect. Once that layer had been dry for 4 hours, I was then able to move on to my next step. Okay, so you may be wondering why I'm using a brush to apply my Brite tone. It is simply because I do not want to get Brite tone on my hands right now because I'm about to touch glitter. So it's no other reason than that. It's totally safe to touch Brite tone with your hands. No PPE is required, but again, I'm about to use glitter, so I just don't want to have Brite tone all over my hands, and I don't have time to go wash because this starts to dry really quickly. Now then, I've got this glitter elegant from Glitter Heart Co. Hopefully you can see that. And I'm just gonna pour a little bit into my hand, and then I'm just gonna sprinkle it really gently onto the tumbler. Gotta wait for it to come back around. I don't want a whole lot, I just want a little extra sparkle in that silver. And that really is all I need. Next, I used this silver glitter vinyl from Expressions Vinyl, and I cut out a star. It's kind of like a outlined star. Just weeded that out, and then I used my transfer paper and I applied it to the tumbler. I just kind of lined it up in between my Milky Way effect, opposite side of it, I guess you would say. Getting things straight is such a struggle for me, and no matter how hard I try, it's gonna be crooked. So, oh well, as long as it's on there and pretty, it's all that matters. So once I got my vinyl on, I just continued on with my Brite tone layers. I did add a little bit more glitter. I went with the She Said Yes, which is a silver chunky mix from Glitter Heart Co. I just felt like it still needed a little bit more shimmer and shine. So that was just kind of the perfect additive. I did have to do a couple of more layers and a level sand and then a few more layers, but overall it just turned out so perfect. I love it. It's super shiny. You know, you can just change the colors up. This is just a really simple look to achieve the Milky Way. It's a great starter tumbler, if you will, but I hope that you guys have been inspired and encouraged and will give one of these a try. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I love interacting with you. Also, check out my Facebook group. It is Tumbler Talk with Karen Basket DIYer. I love it whenever you post your creations using maybe some of my tutorials and designs. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a super great day.